you're not able to handle the technology, is it okay if we record this?
Yeah, oh, absolutely. I mean, if you would prefer to do that, that's fine too, but we'll go ahead and we are live on YouTube right now, so. Just let me know when you want me to judge in.
Yes.
All rise. Hear ye, the 17th Circuit Court is now in session. The Honorable Nicholas Ayoub presiding. All those having business before this honorable court are admonished to draw nigh and give their attention, for the court is now sitting. God save the United States, state of Michigan, and this honorable court.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to, please be seated. After we were doing Zoom for a year and a half, we had people in the courtroom and I left them standing for remember that? They kept standing. It didn't even click because I was not used to saying, please go ahead and be seated. But well, good afternoon. Thank you all for being here. This is, my name is Nick Ayoub and I'm a judge on the 61st District Court that covers the city of Grand Rapids. Although I'm sitting today as a judge of the 17th Circuit Court for purposes of considering the admission of Hayden Elizabeth Malachowski to the bar of the state of Michigan. We're happy that you are all here. My understanding is that Mr. Klein, a member of this bar in good standing, is here and is prepared to offer a motion for the court's consideration. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Klein, please feel free to come to the podium and the court will entertain anything that you have to offer.
May it please the court, Douglas Klein, P number 56991. I'm here to move for the admission of Hayden Malachowski to the State Bar of Michigan. Hayden has been an associate with our firm for the past few months. We're very excited to get her license. We know she will do great things and look forward to continuing our working relationship with her. Hayden, despite her parents' plea to continue the tradition of being a Hope Flying Dutch person, shirked her parents and her grandmother and went to Grand Valley for undergrad. And then she went to Drake for law school out in Iowa. And now she's back. So she's been working with our firm, studied for the bar, passed. Eventually, when they released the results, after a daily question from me, did you get your results? Did you get your results? Did you get your results? She got her results. She passed. So I'm here to make an oral motion to admit her to the bar.
Wonderful. Thank you, Mr. Klein. Is there any other testimony or evidence that the court should consider before it rules on the motion?
There are other members of our firm here, but they no other evidence.
All right. All right. Well, the court has reviewed the certificate from the Michigan Supreme Court Board of Law Examiners. It does appear to be in good form. I'll ask the candidate, Ms. Malachowski, you're prepared for
We warned her there would be a long speech that she had to give. So she's ready. She is absolutely ready.
good. Are you ready for the duty
Yes.
that serving as a member of this bar and as a practitioner of law entails?
Yes.
All right. Based on what has been presented, it does appear that Mr. Klein, that your motion is in good order. And I will grant that motion. Which means that Ms. Malakowski will be admitted to practice law in the courts of the state of Michigan, conditionally at this point, upon taking the oath. Are you ready to take the oath?
Yes.
All right. Did you memorize the oath? Okay, good. That'd be weird. All right, would you raise your right hand? I do solemnly swear or affirm
I do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Michigan.
and the Constitution of the State of Michigan.
I will maintain the respect due to courts of justice
I will maintain the respect due to courts of justice
and judicial officers.
and judicial officers.
I will not counsel or maintain any suit
I will not counsel or maintain any suit
or proceeding
or proceeding
which shall appear to me
which shall appear to me
to be unjust,
to be unjust,
nor any defense
nor any defense
except such as I believe
except such as I believe
to be honestly debatable under the law of the land.
to be honestly debatable under the law of the land.
I will employ for the purpose of maintaining
I will employ for the purpose of maintaining
the causes confided to me
the causes confided to me
such means only
such means only
as are consistent with truth and honor,
as are consistent with truth and honor,
and will never seek to mislead
and will never seek to mislead
the judge or jury
the judge or jury
by any artifice
by any artifice
or false statement of fact or law.
or false statement of fact or law.
I will maintain the confidence
I will maintain the confidence
and preserve inviolate
and preserve inviolate
the secrets of my client,
the secrets of my client,
and will accept no compensation
and will accept no compensation
in connection with my client's business,
in connection with my client's business,
except with my client's knowledge and approval.
except with my client's knowledge and approval.
I will abstain from all offensive personality
I will abstain from all offensive personality
and advance no fact
and advance no fact
prejudicial to the honor
prejudicial to the honor
or reputation of a party or witness,
or reputation of a party or witness,
unless required by the justice of the cause
unless required by the justice of the cause
with which I am charged.
with which I am charged.
I will never reject
I will never reject
from any consideration
from any consideration
personal to myself
personal to myself
the cause of the defenseless
the cause of the defenseless
or oppressed,
or oppressed,
or delay any cause
or delay any cause
for lucre or malice.
for lucre or malice.
I will in all other respects
I will in all other respects
conduct myself personally
conduct myself
and
personally
professionally
and professionally
in conformity with the high standards of conduct
in conformity with the high standards of conduct
imposed on members of the bar
imposed on members of the bar
as conditions for the privilege to practice law in this state.
as condition for the privilege to practice law in this state.
Congratulations, Counselor.
Thank you.
Now, certainly everybody's seen a presidential inauguration and probably have seen members of Congress sworn in or state officers and maybe even judges. And certainly all of those oaths are much, much, much shorter. That's kind of scary in a way. I mean, it's quite, it's good. The oath that a judge takes is quite short in Michigan. And it's quite scary that's, you know, what one has to affirm is that they will support, of course, the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the state of Michigan. And of course, you've made that affirmation today as well. But that oath goes on. And there's a lot of duties there. There's a lot of responsibility to serving as a lawyer, especially in a society and in a nation that is a self-governing one, where the people govern themselves in the form of a republic. Because at the heart of a republic, unlike at the heart of a nation governed by a tyrant, at the heart of a republic is the rule of law. John Adams, I think, is generally attributed to him. It's memorialized in the Massachusetts state constitution, recognizing that the aim of, first of all, separation of powers, the aim of all of that is to create a nation, a government of law, not of men. And so as a lawyer, you become a trustee of the law, of the body of law. It is a high calling. I hope that you enjoy every day of that calling. There are some days that can be more tedious than others, certainly, but never forget the importance of what you're doing and what you are a part of as a member of the bar. It is no less the foundation, the very bedrock of the Republican form of government.
Mhm.
Is law. Certainly, you're called to be an advocate for your clients. I would also suggest, don't forget that you're also a counselor. And that can be tough at first. But sometimes your clients need to hear things and they need to come from you because you're the one that understands how it works.
Mhm.
And remember that, be a strong advocate, but be a trusted counselor as well. Don't forget those first principles of law, those things that, you studied your first year in law school. They're at the heart of everything. Every issue to some degree or another is a constitutional issue, right? I mean, well, what's governing? What is at play here? Is it a statute? Is it the common law? If it's the common law, why is it the common law? Well, okay. Well, the Michigan Constitution says the common law, as it existed at the time of the ratification of this Constitution, remains the common law until it's changed. Reason back. Remember those first principles. They'll get you a long, long way. And I venture to say, I'm assuming you're going to be in comp court quite a bit.
Yes.
I went to comp court one time in my career.
Did you enjoy it?
Well, I'll tell you, can I tell the story of comp court? Because
Yeah.
comp court, it's like they got their own club over there. All right. And when somebody comes in that's not a member of the club, it's like, oh, everyone looks, who's this? I remember walking in and said, I'm looking for Themis Fodio. And they said, well, he's in his spot. Like I should know. Themis is in his spot. But in comp court, and sometimes those cases can get tedious about causation and things like that. There's still the rule of law that's at play, and all of those first principles still apply. So I would encourage you to always remember that. So tell the court who you brought with you today.
So I have my mom and dad, my husband Derek, and then some of the other attorneys from my firm. So we heard from Doug and Brian, Nick, and Laura.
So I should have put mom and dad on the stand before we admitted you, but I mean, in retrospect, do you think this was the right decision? All right. Well, congratulations. Certainly, Hayden, this is your day, but you didn't make it here all by yourself. And I'm sure that first and foremost, you got mom and dad to thank, and you should be proud. Awesome. Well, anything you wanted to say?
Nothing in particular. They didn't tell me I was supposed to say anything until we were walking over.
Well, now we have a factual dispute because I won't put you on the spot, but we're certainly very pleased to welcome you to the bar, and I wish you a fruitful, enjoyable, rewarding career in the practice of law.
Thank you.
All right. Anything further the court needs to address?
No, thank you.
All right, then we are adjourned.
Thank you.
Everyone. Thank you. Thank you.
Semispodio is still practicing, although he's kind of winding down.
Yeah.
Now, retired, not retired.
I think is he out in he's at his cottage like most of the time.
Yeah, his wife passed away. And then he sold his house. He's actually he's in a condo, or maybe he's placed down near downtown.
Okay.
And his office actually is like kitty corner from here. I think it's in the McKay Tower.
Yeah. And Dino, his brother,
Yeah,
I think he's retired now too, pretty
Yeah.
much. Yeah.
Like you met the character. But you're right. I haven't done this in 25 years.